Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another full review episode. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. Give me just a moment for this tablet to get going. Wake up. Okay, here we go. All my returning viewers, you know how it goes, so oh boy, let's just do it to it, shall we? Today's full review episode is going to be of the Don Sergio Reposado Tequila, 100% agave, ultra premium tequila, made in Mexico, 40% alcohol by volume, which is 80 proof. Produced by, there we go, that's a little better. It's in Jalisco, but it's imported through Mexcor Inc., Houston, Texas. Don't need a government warning at all. There's your laser code 2024. And there's nothing on the back. It's a pretty interesting enough looking bottle. It's kind of a tall one. Let me just get you down here. It's got this little thing on the neck. It's kind of an interesting looking bottle. It's got that sort of running theme that they have with a lot of these tequilas. It's a very tall bottle because it's got a tower over all the rest, I guess. It's got an ego. But anywho, let's go ahead and get it corked. Nondescript. Synthetic cork. There we go. It's good. It's good. It's good. Okay, so all the new viewers out there, Mr. Randy does a 3-part series. Part 1, off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have it first pour, share my first impressions with you because you're special. Part 2, full review. I drink it down halfway, maybe a little further. Who knows? The wife and I have been drinking tequilas and tonic and tequilas and working on getting the house sorted out and the garage sorted out. But anywho, I put the cork back in it, put it on the shelf, let it sit for a week and a half, 2 weeks. There's a schedule. While it sits there, I go online, I find next to nothing. Come back, we talk about it anyways. I score it, continue to drink it because part 3, final pour, thusly named. Have the final pour in the glass compared to the first pour off the rip and everything in between. Don Sergio. So they claim that this was matured in American white oak barrels. I tend to believe though it's kind of like diluted information here. So 3 to 6 months is not a reposado. That's a blanco, basically. Some can be, but technically, we'll still work in all the technicalities and the laws of tequila. We're trying to get things back on track. They say 1 to 3 years on the website, their official website. They claim it's 1 to 3 years. I tend to think it's probably more in that range, but that's a 2-year span between 1 and 3 years. That's 2 years. I don't understand why they would have such a wide swing in time. How is it? I mean, some people say it's 18 months. Some people say it's somewhere between 8 months and 18 months. That's roughly where it goes. But up to 3 years, that's kind of pushing age statement territory. You might as well put 3 years on the bottle. So my bottle is an old bottle, and they have a new bottling. And it might be possible because on their website they show the new bottle, not this tall bottle, the standard run-of-the-mill tequila with an ego that don't need to have it. You don't need to have that ego, sir. You're still only about 2 feet. You're short than that. You're barely 14 inches. Calm down. Have a seat. So I think it's a new recipe that they're talking about on the website because they pretty much stand on that 1 to 3 years. And they do show a different bottle. It's a shorter, wider bottle. It's beveled and stuff. So they say this is distilled in San Julian, Jalisco. Not a lot of information to be had about it, but we're going to move on, shall we? Okay, so Mr. Randy paid $29.22 out the door for this 40% ABV Reposado tequila. On the nose. Better than the last one, that's for sure. that Santa, that Diego Santa. And I think that other bottle I got too might have been an older bottle, because on the website they showed a different bottle. Again, they showed different bottles, more newer, edgier type bottlings with labelings. So maybe I just got 2 old bottles. On the nose, it's very soft. It's got that very soft, supple caramel, which is, again, one of the absolute stingers that glycerin. It smells like fresh, crisp green apples wrapped in caramel. So let's go ahead and get on the palate. It is better than that Diego Santa. It's definitely better. But that's the initial palating. It doesn't taste cheap. It tastes inexpensive. It also tastes like there's glycerin. But let me put a pin in it. Let me hold on to that until we get to the next part. Let's go ahead and do that now. It's not bad. Lots of tingling and spice across the palate. A lot on the tongue and the roof of the mouth as well. That usually does not happen with cheap tequila. But I definitely do detect glycerin. I am not completely opposed to glycerin. It's not toxic. As long as you don't put anything toxic in the bottle, we're kind of cool. As long as you're also transparent. You lose points for not being transparent. You lose a lot more points for trying to avoid being transparent. Why are you trying to hide something? Why? You don't need to add color. I don't think there's a lot of color in that. I mean, it's a Reposado, so it's definitely picking up some color from the barrels. And that looks that looks better than a lot of other tequila I've had. But if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, go ahead and do that while you're there. That way you get my videos as soon as they're uploaded and released. Never mix your drinks. Why was that suddenly brought to the front? Never mix your drinks. Yes, that's why. I learned many months ago, do not mix your drinks. Stay in your lane. If you're drinking tequila, you finish the night with tequila. Don't swap back and forth with scotch and some bourbon, because it will make you sick. It will make you sick. I think that's a lot of the reasons why when we were younger, they got that 1 tequila, 2 tequila, 3 tequila floor. And everybody associated tequila with the stupidest things you do when you're young. And stupid. You just don't know. So, yeah, the palate does kind of finish off flat, bland, and slightly dry, which is perplexing. But let's go ahead and do this finish and move on. There is a slight glimmer of hope on the finish. And then it's gone. There is a bright flash of spicy pepperness. I have a hard time figuring out if it's white pepper or black pepper. That glimmer is a decent caramel and toasted marshmallow. Again, like that painted donkey, except not so dominant. It's turned down a key or two. I'm getting plenty of cheeks. It's creeping up the gums. And there's barely a half on the back end with some heat. That's it. Again, this was something that we were drinking in tonic water. We were mixing it. Weren't making cocktails. I would definitely say you could probably slip this into just about any cocktail. Definitely don't care to drink this neat. It's just not pure enough. And I've gotten to that point. I may now be considered a snob. I will gladly take that title. That I can't drink it neat if it's not. It doesn't have to be completely pure. But I can understand when you do certain things to the libation to make them in a certain manner to where they will be drank in a cocktail or, whatever. I'm a neat person. I like drinking my libations neat. When I get something like this, I revert to drinking it into a cocktail. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I bought this for, or I would buy this for, but I did buy it for the experience. Please keep that in mind. I buy the bottles for the experience. That's why I do the process which I do, and every time I do one, it's a new bottle. Every time I go out, I buy something new, something I haven't tried, something that looks interesting. That's the whole point of this. So let's put a score on it. What did I give the last one? It was low. This is better than that Santa, Diego Santa. This one's better, but not by a whole heck of a lot. I would probably give this a solid 3 out of 5. I would prefer this over that Diego Santa. I think they're roughly the same price, about $30 out the door. This one, it has a little bit better flavoring profile. Yeah, I would definitely go. I would like to try and find the newer bottle and try the newer bottle, see if they actually did change the recipe. That would be dang good to document. If I ever see it again, I'm going to grab it for the channel and do that again just to see if it actually is what I thought it was, a new recipe. They changed the recipe because they changed the bottle, they changed the whole aesthetics, they changed everything. My fair price for this would be $20. I think I put the other one roughly around $15. I would say this is $5 better than the Diego Santa. When I buy this again, the same caveat goes with the Diego Santa. I would buy this if I knew for sure it was going to be put in cocktails, and that way nobody could tell its deficiencies and its shortcomings, because it has a few, and that's fine. Because the price point, this one should be lower. It should be lower by $10, at least that much lower, because that's where it's going. It's going in cocktails. It's going somewhere where it will barely be adding flavor and a little bit of alcohol content, and that's about it. It's not adding a whole lot of quality and not a whole lot of experience. But that's it. Anywho, there it is in the comment section. I'd love to know where you're at, what you're currently drinking, what's going on in the world of libations around you. Have you had a Don Sergio? Do you think that's a funny name? It's Sergio? Yeah. Never mind. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. It's a mixer. It's a little more expensive than I'd rather pay. Mixer.